now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Welcome back, everybody. For some of you, it was a pretty stormy day, and some of those stormy conditions you're still experiencing still have the winter storm warning for our friends in northeastern Montana going until 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. I wouldn't be surprised if the Weather Service expired this a little bit early as conditions continue to improve. Also still have the wind advisory in effect for about another 56 minutes here for everybody in the KX area here. Still can have a couple of wind gusts to about 50 miles an hour or so. We had some impressive gusts today. You can see this list here. Huff Hill's the winner today at 54 miles an hour. Linton at 52. Outside of Mott over 50 miles an hour. Just north of Bismarck you got to 48. And then at the Minot Air Force Base a wind gust of 47 miles an hour. All strong winds around that area of low pressure, which also created quite the temperature gradient. Look at these highs across the east, flirting with 70 degrees, but you don't have to go back too far to the west where temperatures were stuck right around freezing. And again, up in this northwestern portion of the state, quite a bit of freezing rain. In fact, look at this picture from one of our end-on cameras here. You can see all of the freezing rain accumulating on the weather station. So some freezing rain and some rhyming taking place because they had some freezing fog as well. We told you about that ice last night, and Mother Nature really didn't disappoint. Actually, quite a few power outages in this portion of the state remain in this hour. Temperatures right now, they are cooling off in a big way. You can see our wind streams here pretty quickly out of the west here as temperatures are in the lower teens and 20s. And here's a look at those winds. These are sustained between 15 and 20 miles an hour. And we still do have some embedded higher gusts out there. You can see near 30 miles an hour, Bismarck and Hazen, near 40 right now in Hettinger. About the same further to the north. Those winds still gusting 35 to 40 miles an hour. Still dealing with this storm system. It's now over the Canadian prairies now, but strong winds around it will continue here over the next probably 12 hours or so. But I think the wind advisory will be allowed to expire. We will still have some leftover snow showers, especially across the northwest, although I don't believe the accumulation should really amount to anything, maybe a fresh dusting. And that should last here as we go through a good part of Monday. Then we'll get a break, and then our next chance for precipitation won't come until probably Wednesday afternoon. We'll have a weak disturbance sliding by. I think right now the best chance for a couple of stray snow showers will be north of Lake Sakakawea. Everybody else should be okay. Lows tonight about where they should be for this time of the year. A little bit chillier back across the west, lower to mid-teens, lower 20s for just about everybody else. We should also see some clearing skies for many of us tonight. Not rebounding too much tomorrow into the 20s and lower 30s. Here's a look at your three-day forecast for Dickinson. Warming up slightly, but still a pretty average week. Temperatures a few degrees below average, but still, this is where they should be for this time of the year. A couple leftover flurries in Williston tomorrow, and then a snow shower or two on Wednesday. And here's your extended forecast for Bismarck. Lots of sunshine this week. I think Veterans Day turns out nice. Average temperatures slightly warmer by the time we get toward the end of the upcoming week. I think next weekend looks pretty good. About the same thing for Minot, but again, still watching for a stray snow shower possible, Renee, Wednesday afternoon. But all in all, a pretty nice and dry week shaping up.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Robert. Coming up next in sports, we'll hear from one local volleyball team that's trying to get back to the state tournament for the first time in 2 years.